Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to everyone. Welcome to the WEBA Live workshop. Today is the 6th of April 2022, and it's very, very nice to welcome so many different organizations from around the world. And I can see that many more are just joining us. So welcome everyone. We're looking forward to have a great workshop today, and it will be kind if everyone remain on the mute modality, which is very important in order that we can do all the presentation. Today is a very interesting presentation. We have many things to discuss, and I just welcome the new agent who just joined us for the first time. Welcome everyone. I can see we have agents from more than 20 different countries. So I just wait 1 minute until everyone is registered. Have ready your coffee because it will be about, let's say about 45 minutes workshop today. I can see that Sarah is with me today. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Richard. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You always have this beautiful smile. It's always nice to have you on board.
Thank you, and thank you for everyone to taking the time to be here with us and listening into XCL and its project.
Thank you very much. I can see Mauro is with us today. Hello, Mauro. How are you? You have to unmute yourself.
Good morning, Richard. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Richard, for taking the time to set up this meeting. Thank you very much. How are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I will need Sarah and Mauro today to run this presentation. So I can see that now we are just coming to more agents who join us. I just still always this 20-30 seconds in addition before to start. I always invite everyone to give us time to do the presentation. And if you have any questions, you can go below. There is a chat system. And Sarah will answer you the questions or on the chat system directly. And this is very, very important for you to know. If you have any question during the presentation, Sarah and myself and Mauro will reply to you. So let's start now from somewhere. And I think that where we will start is I will explain you how this workshop will run. I divided this workshop in 3 different parts. So first of all, because here we have a group of agents who cooperate with XCL, and that means what is XCL? I will come back to everyone shortly. And we have agents interested to open their own learning center, and this is very, very important. And then we have new agents who are interested to send students to Europe and to open their own learning center. So before to start, I will show you a short video to give you an idea what is an XCL Center. So let me share my screen, and I will start with what I prepared for you. Okie dokie. So I will show you now the XCL Center in Rome, Italy, which is very, very beautiful campus. Let me go here and let me start to, okay, we have a problem. So this is always like this one. Let me go out of the system one more time and let me start again here.
Let me put an end to your struggle of getting fully booked so you can make the income you want. Discover how
The time has come to look forward. The time has come for new opportunities. The time has come to look at new horizons. Dear agents from around the world, welcome to XCL. XCL is an independent enterprise stationed inside Unicusano University, based in Rome, Italy. If you are looking for a beautiful location and an international, well-established university for a bachelor or a master degree taught in English to send your students, XCL is for you. XCL Unicusano University has more than 36,000 students, wonderful food, wonderful people, wonderful weather, and a wonderful international university for a bachelor and a master degree. Grasp this opportunity.
So this is, ladies and gentlemen, the center of XCL in Rome, Italy, directly at the University of Unicusano. So this is just to give you an idea how big is XCL, and this is very, very important. Now, many of you already signed up an agreement and are ready to send students to XCL Unicusano in Rome, and all the program will be taught in English. The next intake is in September. The deadline for the application is on the 15th of June, and everything is fine with this center. What I want to show you is something very, very interesting for you to understand. And let me continue to share my screen. So what we did, we cooperating with different organizations around the world who will assist you for the visas. So what I did in the meantime, in refer of XCL Rome, I just prepare the information on a website which is called Study in Italy. You will find all the information about how to apply for the visa on this website. So I already contact Study in Italy. They send me the link with all the details written from A to Z, and I will put this information on the chat system. So for all the agents who already sign up an agreement with XCL University Unicusano in Rome, they can follow the visa procedure as indicated here directly. On top of that, we find some organization, for example, I just mentioned here one organization and is in India, and they are helping for issue the visa for Indian students. I will put this as well on the chat system. I did the same as well for other countries, such as I presume it was Pakistan. Yes, there is an agency who specializes to issue visa for Italy. So if you want to contact this agent directly in Pakistan, they will helping you to issue the visa for your students. So one of the reasons of the first part of this event is to explain you for the visa part. And the same I did with Nepal. So you will find this information, which I copy and paste now on the chat system. On the chat system, you will find all the links. So it's very important for all the agents to go through this link, and you will find all the information how to apply for the visa. And before to go on the entry requirement, and I will pass it to Sarah, I want to continue with the first part of the video. And I will go back again to Unicusano in Rome, which is XCL. So XCL is based in Rome. So for the new agent who just joined us at the meantime, I just explained that I just show the campus from XCL, which is located inside at Unicusano in Rome. So what is possible thanks to XCL, which is based in the UK, the head office and the main school is based in the UK, is possible to open your own center outside the UK, like we did now in Rome, Italy, and like we did as well in Switzerland. And I will now go on Switzerland campus and I will show you the Swiss campus. Let me open this one shortly.
I need a video, but I hate being on camera. What are my options? I can hire a presenter.
Okay. So this
MIBD comes from his initials, Michel Bede.
Oh,
and then the idea was to try to make that work. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And tell me. So this is the campus located in Switzerland, where XCL is cooperating with Montreal Institute of Business Development. That means that if you have a college, or if you are a language school, or if you have a learning center, and you want to include the XCL program in your home country, you can do this. You can do it. You have to do an agreement logically, and we will set up a one-to-one meeting with you, and we will explain you exactly how that you can offer XCL in your home country. So in the meantime, since we started this project in November last year, we open cooperation with agents in Switzerland, as I mentioned now, in Italy, as I mentioned here before in the video, in the Slovak Republic, in Spain, in Rwanda, in Tunisia, in Nigeria, in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, and we have another, I think 5, 7 in pipeline at the moment. So what I want to say is that many agents at the moment are looking forward to have their own center in order to offer an XCL program in their home country. And this is possible with XCL, which the correct name is Xenophone College London. So this means that you have your center. This means that your student will start on, for example, in the UK, they start around 9 o'clock a.m. Sarah will correct me later on. So they will start 9 o'clock a.m. So your students will come to your learning center and they will start maybe only with the foundation in your center the first year. And then on the second years or the third years, they will move on. They will be able to go to Rome, Italy. They will be able to go to London directly. So they have different opportunity. Your students have different opportunities. They can continue the study. They can finish all the bachelor program in your home country. They can even do the one-year master program in your home country. Or they will able to do the first part in your home country and the final part directly in Rome, Italy, as I show you before the video of the campus, or even in Switzerland. So there are many different possibilities that you can choose. And this is the win-win from XCL. So what type of program they offer? They offer business and management. They offer in the bachelor as well the BSc of Applied Computer Science. They have different master program, as you can see here on the right side. And they have the program in psychology, bachelor and master. So they have different programs. And what is the great part is that this will be a world university. This means that when they start at 9 o'clock UK time, students from Switzerland, from Italy, from Nigeria, from Rwanda, from Tunisia, from Spain, from the Czech Republic, from the Slovak Republic, from Denmark, they will all start on the same time. So on the same times, they will start with the program. Let's presume you enroll your students for the Bachelor of Global Business. So they will start on the same time, and your students will be live with other students from around the world. Sarah, I will just jump to you a second. And maybe
yes, please.
You can explain a little bit this part, this technical part, which I think is always very, very important for the agents to understand.
Absolutely. So at XCL, we decided to do things a little bit different from other universities, especially in the UK. And that meant that we have a huge variety of contact hours that are available throughout the week to all of our students. So the students will have a timetable that will include things like traditional lectures, seminars, preparation classes, project-based activities, proper contact hours, and they will have the opportunity to be in the same classroom, as you said, Richard, with people from everywhere in the world. And this is possible thanks to our digital infrastructure. So in order to make sure that the learning experience is always engaging, we have we are using a software that is used also by Harvard University to allow our students to get into virtual classrooms where there are digital blackboards. We have the opportunity to share videos, PowerPoints, any kind of documentation that they might want to. And also we can separate them in different classes so that the lecturer and the tutor can go and hop from one to the other while they prepare their assignments. This is also good because everything will be recorded. So let's say, for example, one of your students has an issue one day, they will find the recording of the lesson the day after on their platform, able to rewatch what has been said, what has been taught. And the recording will also have captions. So all the notes from the lesson can be downloaded with just one click. This is useful for those that might have a learning disability or that are not very confident in the English language, for example. Then on top of it, and I'll try to make it short. I know that, sorry, Richard, you know that I like to talk academic stuff a lot, but Just to make the story very short, what we do is we offer them the opportunity to prepare their assignments throughout the week. So we operate a 6 weeks block teaching system. We split the semester in half. So UK semesters are 12 weeks long. We have divided it into half, so split into blocks of 6 weeks each. Within this 6 weeks block, there are a maximum of 2 modules that a student can actually access to. And in this case, only a maximum of 2 assignments at the same time. This is to avoid them to be overflown with too many assignments to do, and they can send it from everywhere in the world. They don't need to be in the center, they do not need to be in the UK, they do not to be anywhere. They can be also at work while they're doing this.
Thank you very much, Sarah. It's very important what you say. Now, let's go back to the center in Rome, in Italy. We start with XCL Rome in Italy, then we will move on with Open Your Own Learning Center. So we understand now we're talking about XCL. XCL is based in the UK, and they have different campuses around the world. And the one we are working today is the one in Rome, because we can issue visa for the campus in Rome, and this is a win-win for all the agents who are recruiting students for XCL in Rome. Speaking about Rome, so I want to go shortly to the Rome campus for give you some more information. So the prices are indicated here, and is written 7,000 is the foundation and 9,200 is for the bachelor program per year. Someone asked me if this is per year. Yes, it's per year. So, but the information you will always find inside on XCL website. On XCL website, you will find, let's say, 99% of the information about everything what you're looking for. Many ask me about brochure, etc. So if you go inside on the courses, if you scroll down on every single course, you will find the brochure. Just click on the brochure, and you will find the brochure of the school directly with all the information. So everything is written inside here. As a entry requirement, you want to know the entry requirement, just click entry requirement, and you will find the information here directly. So they don't need only IELTS. It can be TOEFL as well. It can be Cambridge as well. Correct, Sarah? It doesn't have to be IELTS only. It can
Absolutely, yes. We accept a wide range of English tests. On top of it, we also offer an informal interview to all prospective applicants. This is to make sure, let's say, for example, one of your students have a 5.5 IELTS or an equivalent to it, and the minimum requirement is 6.0. So what we do is we interview the candidate, see if their understanding of English is enough to make sure that their experience during the course is a satisfactory one, so they can engage nicely with us, they understand what has been asked, and that means that we will suggest entry for them without an additional English course. Otherwise, we will need to signpost them to an internal English course that will be intensive in nature prior to the start of the course. This is possible because, differently from other UK universities, we have 4 entry points, which I'm sure that Richard will stress at this point at a later stage. But just bear in mind that is not just the traditional September intake that we would normally get. So your students, even if they start 2 months after, there will be not so much of an issue.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I agree with you, and I will work on this as well a little bit more. In the meantime, let's go back with the visas. Now, before to go to the visa part, which I think is 99% very, very important, is the first step is that you need to apply your students. Without applying the students, it's very, very difficult to get the visa. So to apply the student, you have to click here on XCL website. There is a button, click apply now. You just register your student here. As you can see, there is a very simple, put name, surname, male, female, date of birth, telephone number. I'm not I'm not a robot, and you continue to sign up your students. So what happened? You put the email address of the student. The students will receive this confirmation. The student should forward to you the confirmation, and you will continue to do the application and asking the students all the important document, which is logical, a copy of the passport, the transcript, the usual stuff, how you work with UK university. This is a very simple system, very similar like you are using when you book a student into a UK university. Just complete this one, apply now, then you receive the confirmation from XCL if everything is okay. If it's not okay, they will do an interview to your students in order to understand if your student is eligible to study in Rome, Italy. So they will see if the English level is good, they will see if the academic stuff is good. I'm not an academic, but there will be one person who will do the interview, and they will see, okay, your student is ready to start to do the bachelor program or not. Maybe he needs to start from the foundation program because the academic level is too low. Or if you have a student who wants to do the master, so they will need to check with the interview if the student is entitled to do the master. Let's presume that everything is okay, then you will receive an offer letter. You will receive an offer letter. You will need to give this offer letter to your student. Your students will need to sign this and send back to XCL. Then your students need to pay €100 in order that they can process to issue the letter of confirmation. And then with this letter of confirmation, your students will be able to apply directly at the Italian embassy in your home country. Now, I'm working with many state universities since 30 years. So some telling me that in some country it's free of charge to apply for the visa. Yes, in some other country, no, they have to pay €60. In some other country, they have to pay €95. It depends. So it depends from country to country. So I do not know, there are more than 200 countries worldwide, how much the embassy is charging. I presume the one in India is charging about €60, which is about $70. So this is a standard fee that every embassy is asking. I received an email, a message from Afghanistan that said that this is free of charge in Afghanistan. Fantastic. But in other country, they have to pay this. So this is something that depends from country to country. So back, you receive the offer letter, you have to sign, your student has to sign the offer letter, send back, and then after you will receive an invoice of €100, you have to pay, your student has to pay this €100. Logically, the student has to pay this within 10-15 days in order that they can proceed with the confirmation letter. When you have the confirmation letter, then you can apply for receive a visa for entering Italy. And so for the new one who just joined us, I will re-put this link that I put down before on the chat system. And this is called Study in Italy. You will find all the information, how and what document you need to apply for a student visa in Italy. Now, for Italy, it takes 2 months. It takes 2.5 months to get the visa. So what I suggest after experience is register your students in the months of April and May. Very, very important, because the first deadline is about the 10th of June, 10th, 5th of June. So you need to register your students in the months of April and May. Very important. So you have enough time and your student has enough time to apply for the visa, because it takes these 2.5 months. And this is the time, the time here in Europe for every visa. So very, very important. Now is April. We have the 6th of April. If you have students, start to register them, start to ask them all the documentation. I know that you need 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get all the documentation from your students. So it's very, very important that you start now and you apply and you register your student on XCL. And this is very important. XCL is website. Let me go here. You have to click on top on the right side is a button, it's apply now. So you have to register here directly. In case you don't have the agreement with XCL so far, you can always send an email to me, and I will put my email down on the chat system, and I will make sure to send this to the administration people from XCL at Unicusano in Rome, Italy, so that they will send you a copy of the agreement. If you already receive a copy of the agreement, then it's very important that you sign the agreement and you send this back. You send this back directly on the same email you receive it. Logically, you have to do this now in the month of April, because we are getting many requests. If I ask one of my colleagues, Laura, I think in the last 1 month, I forwarded her more than 200 agents to follow up. So you must understand that we have a huge work at the moment at XCL. So if you already received the agreement, please sign the agreement and send it back. This will help as well to work faster on the administration side. In the agreement is as well a voucher code number. So you have to include this voucher code number when you do the application. When you click apply now, you have to follow all the system. And then there is a question, you have a voucher code, you say yes, and you include the voucher code. If you don't have an agreement, please send me an email, and then I will forward this to the administration office, and they will send you the agreement. Very important, in the agreement is inside the voucher code. Take this voucher code, and when you apply your students, include the voucher code there. So we know that this student is coming from your agency. Without the voucher code, it's a little bit difficult to find. We are starting getting application now, and it happened logically that someone forgot to include the voucher code. No problem. Just send an email to the administration office of XCL, or you can send it to me as well, and I can forward this to them and say, I'm sorry, I missed it to include the voucher code for my students. This is the name of my students. Please, and then we can do this manually. There is no problem. We are here to cooperate together and to work together and to helping you. So now is the right time, because for the visa, especially from Southeast Asia, it takes about 2-3 months to get the visa. This is a very important part of this workshop today. So now, what is XCL, and what is the biggest advantage to work with XCL? Now, XCL degree are validated by the University of Chichester. So all the students, they will receive a degree from the University of Chichester. So yes, everyone. So when they start to study in Rome or in any center of XCL around the world, they will receive an email from XCL, Xenophon College London, and an email from the University of Chichester. So, and how we can guarantee that XCL degree are validated by the University of Chichester? This is the main question that everyone is asking me, because University of Chichester is the top 21 rank in the UK. That is very simple. There is the website of the University of Chichester. So let's go inside. Let's have a check. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm inside at the University of Chichester website. The real University of Chichester website, and is University of Chichester website who include XCL. Yes, University of Chichester include XCL, and if you scroll down here, you will find Xenophon College London. Xenophon College London provides undergraduate and postgraduate course in business and management and psychology, delivered in distance learning, hybrid and face-to-face mode, validated by the University of Chichester. So I'll let you this 10 seconds to read this, and you can click here, and here we go. We go to XCL. Very simple. So I will put this link directly on the chat. But what is the great part of this one? We don't have any competitor. We don't have any competitor on this. Why? Because the other one, they're offering music, which is not our case. They're offering art, which is not our case. And they're offering only distance learning, which is not our case, because we offer as well face-to-face directly in Rome at the University of Cusano campus. So for the new who just joined us, I wanted to re-show you one more time the video of the campus of XCL. I have to go back and I have to find it because unfortunately I closed it. And let me go here back in a second, and I will find the video that we made of XCL University of Cusano in Rome. Just a second. Yes, I have 100 video with me, I know. So let me go here. And here we go.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
So
The time has come to look forward. The time has come for new opportunities. The time has come to look at new horizons. Dear agents from around the world, welcome to XCL. XCL is an independent enterprise stationed inside Unicusano University, based in Rome, Italy. If you are looking for a beautiful location and an international, well-established university for a bachelor or a master degree taught in English to send your students, XCL is for you. XCL Unicusano University has more than 36,000 students, wonderful food, wonderful people, wonderful weather, and a wonderful international university for a bachelor and a master degree.
So I always like when my colleague Jim is making the video, he say wonderful food. Logically, in Italy they have wonderful food, but not only about food, the accommodation is there as well. So many students, we hear they have 36,000 students now. Mauro will correct me. How many students are in Rome now, Mauro, in 2022?
Oh, Richard, I believe we passed the 40,000 students enrolled. Actually, in Rome, we have, I believe, 500, something like that. Also because we are hosting a huge number of refugees these days. So most of our residence is dedicated to help these people. So, but we have a very important capacity up to 800 students internally. But we can also provide accommodation not far from our campus.
Thank you very much, Mauro.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So in total, they have more than 40,000 students, and in Campus Rome, they have around 500, but now because of the situation we are in, they have as well refugees, they receive about 200-300 students more. And I'm very happy to hear that the University of Cusano is helping the students in this part, and because it's a difficult situation for many students. Now let's go back to XCL. So this is, I was here with the University of Chichester. So this is the great part that you can explain to your students that the Center of XCL is delivering degree accredited from the University of Chichester. So in the end of the day, they receive a normal degree, correct, Sarah? They will receive an official degree from...
Yes. Absolutely. So there is no difference in the degree certificate between students that are enrolled in distance learning or hybrid or face-to-face mode. The only difference will be seen in the actual academic transcript, where there is a mention of mode of study, and it will be written, for example, distance learning, or it will be written campus. So that's the only difference, but the degree certificate is exactly the same.
Exactly. And in the certificate is not written distance learning, correct? Because
correct. No, absolutely not. It will be something around the lines of Mr. Richard Folter has been awarded a Bachelor Honors in Global Management in International Business by the University of Chichester, delivered by Xenophon College, London, something around these lines.
Thank you very much, Sarah, to come back to me. So this is the campus in Rome, Italy. And as I mentioned before, if you don't have the agreement, just send an email to me and I will forward this to the administration department of XCL Unicusano, because now is the right time, the month of April and May, to apply your students. For apply your students, if you need any help, you can always contact myself directly if you need it, but you can always contact the staff which is behind XCL. There are many people. I mentioned a few that you're already in contact. One of them is Dr. Laura Pecetta, Another one is Dr. Sara Fazin, Mauro Ciccolini, who is with us today. So we have different people who are supporting and helping the agents at the moment. But it's very, very important for you to know that we have at XCL thousands of students. So there is a well-experienced campus to welcome international students as well regarding to the accommodation, because they have a lot of accommodation on the campus that will assist the students during their stay. And as well for the visa, if you need any help, etc., you can always come back to me as well if you wish, and with my team we can help you, and we can make in contact with local agents who are in charge for issue visa in the home country. If this is Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Yemen, whatever, we have connection in over 150 countries, and we know agents who issue visa as well in Malaysia, as well in Indonesia, as well in Turkey. So we can help you for this. But it's important that you apply your students in the months of April, May, because it takes 2-3 months in refer of issue the visa. Now let's go back to the second part. Open your center, how this is possible. So how we did this in the last, let's say 4 months. Yeah, as I mentioned before, we already opened a partnership with a school in Switzerland, in Tunisia, in Bratislava, in Spain, Rwanda, Nigeria, Tunisia, and many other. I don't remember all of them, and many more in pipeline. In Iraq as well is another one, big one in pipeline. So what happened? Usually there is an agency who has a learning center, or they don't have a learning center, but they know some place where they can rent a space in order to create a learning center, or an agent who has his own language school, or an agent who has his own college, or an agent who offers TOEFL, IELTS, etc. So they want to offer as well the foundation and the bachelor program. I make an example. We are living a situation now that many students finish the high school and they are still 16 years old or 17 years old. So they are technically not so mature to go to study abroad. So you can offer the foundation program from XCL directly in your campus, in your home country. Very, very simple. So they can do the first year foundation program, and even the first year, maybe and as well the first year of bachelor program in your home country, in your center. And this will help the parents, because the students are still there in the home country and they get a little bit more mature, and they learn a little bit more about life. They start to be integrated in a world university, because remember, in this program, there are students from all around the world. As I mentioned before, we have different centers in different locations, so they will be mixed. So the program, if they start 9 o'clock UK time, maybe if you're coming from, just make an example, if you're coming from India, maybe it's 11:30 AM. Maybe if you're coming from Switzerland, my country, is 10 o'clock AM. So, but the time is always 9 o'clock. This is not standard, because Sarah will explain you now, the course will be divided in different hours and intake. Can you explain this? But totally is more or less 25 to 30 hours per week.
Yes, yes, Richard. Thank you for introducing the topic, which is always an important one. Okay, so as I was explaining before, we have around 25-30 hours per week. And this is because every single module will be around 10 to 15 hours per week for the 6 weeks block teaching. Now, of course, we realize that there are different time zones, so we have to make sure that everyone can always join in, at least in the more important components of what we teach, which are lectures and the seminars. And all the project-based activities and stuff like contact hours will be left flexible in terms of student deciding a different approach. Should we have, let's say, for example, 50 students from China, which is a very different time zone from where we stand, then we would create a different timetable just for them and replicate the same lessons together with other countries that are around that specific time zone. But the idea is to still give them the opportunity to have as many time with the lecturer and the tutor as possible, so that they can possibly do the best, they can get the best out of their learning journey with us.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. What is Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen, please remain on mute modality. It's very, very important. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sarah. You know, logically, now we start with, like we started in March, we start with the UK timing. Then logically, if we have a big agent who tell us, listen, we are located in Brazil and we have 75 students, logically, they cannot start at 5 o'clock p.m. Why not? They can start. There is no reason why they cannot, but logically, we will try to find a solution if we can. If not, they will follow the main group. So we're concentrating in 2022 to follow the main group, the main timetable. This is very, very important. So let's go back on the center abroad. So if you have a center abroad, the price will be different. Because, for example, if you enroll one student in Campus Rome, the fee is, as mentioned here, is 7,000 and 9,200. So this is the official price, and they have to pay this price if they go to Rome. So if they start maybe online, let's say we have now agents who enroll online students, so they have the official fee, which is indicated here on the website, international student fee. So this is the fee they have to pay. So if it's for a foundation, they have to pay 4,000, and if it's a fair bachelor, it's 6,000. So what is the advantage if you open an XCL Center in your country? So the advantage is that the fee will be lower than this one here indicated on the website. So at the moment, we are working on a tuition fee for the bachelor program of £2,800 and 3,500 for the master program, but under two conditions, and this is very important. The first condition is the minimum number of students must be 15. So in order that XCL will be able to give you this final price, which is a higher scholarship. So instead that the student will pay 4,000 for the foundation, they will give you a bigger scholarship. Then the request is that you will need to enroll a minimum of 50 students, 15, for September intake or November intake or January intake, because there are 4 intakes, the September, November, January, and March. So this is logically the only way that we was convincing the top boss to give a better price for the XCL Center. And if you become an XCL Center, you have this price. So your students, they will go anytime to the website and look how much it costs. So they will come here, they say, it costs for the bachelor 6,000. But if I go to my XCL Center located, for example, I make an example, in Zurich, Switzerland, is 2,800. So logically, I will go to the XCL Center in Zurich, Switzerland. I will not apply directly, because if I apply directly, I will get this fee. So this is the first part. The second part is that you will receive a pre-agreement, not the final agreement. You will receive a pre-agreement. Why is that? Because you don't know if you will reach the 50 students. So if you don't reach in the 50 students, logically, we cannot give you the final agreement. We can only give you the pre-agreement. So the pre-agreement, logically, if you reach in the end 12 students or 11 students, there is no problem. But if in the end, in September, you reach only 1 or 2 students, logically, we cannot make an agreement with you for an XCL Center. So there is no, so you don't have any problem with the pre-agreement. You can start to offer XCL to your students. You have a pre-agreement. You have time 4 months from now on to recruit 50 students. And then in September, we see, okay, you reach only 11 students. Okay, fine, no problem. Let's have an agreement. Let's go on. you did not reach any students, only 1 or 2, okay, unfortunately, we cannot make an agreement with you. So we have to understand that all the Learning Center will be included on XCL website in the month of April. So by the end of April, all the XCL Center will be on the website. So all the parents will be able to go, and the students on XCL website, and they can find your center. So let's presume you're located, like I say, in Zurich or whatever, in Malmö or Denpasar or whatever in the world. They will check the website, they will check for the price, they will check if the center, they will check if the degree is validated by the University of Chichester. They will check many things. As you know, students today, they just Google, they go inside, they make all the research. And here we are ready. We are ready to have many XCL centers around the world. And we are opening. Every week we have more agreement that we follow with different organizations around the world. And this is a win-win, because if you have your XCL center, your student can study the first 2 years in your center, and then they can do the final 2 years in Rome, Italy. They even, when they come to Italy, they will be still even able to go to London and do 6 months in London and then come back to Rome, for example, because we have the school in London as well. But the concept here today is to offer the possibility to have your own center in your home country. What is your commission out of this? What is your commission? Logically, you will get a commission as well. So we work out for the commission, which will be 20%. If you have an XCL center, so the price is 2,800. 2,800 will be the price for the bachelor and 3,500 for the master. So you will get 20% commission. That means 2,800 is 560 euro. Logically, if you get 50 students, you can calculate 560 times 15. Okay, so this is for one intake in September. Now you have more intake, November, January, March. So you can really start to have a second business and working with your local student in your home country. And then what is possible as well, they can do the final year in the UK. They can do the final year in the UK, and they will receive in 3 years' time the post-study work visa. As you know, many students, they want to do the final year in the UK in order they will get the post-study work visa, and they can able to stay 2 years after the bachelor or after the master directly in the UK. Everything is possible. So with XCL, you have different opportunity how to work. Now, in respect of the Learning Center, what you need to have your Learning Center? Sarah, what an agent need to have a Learning Center? A facilitator?
Yes, some I would say some computers or an area where students can bring their own laptops, and most of all, a reliable internet connection. This is one of the main issues because the majority of the stuff will be done online, and the idea is to provide students with the opportunity to be able to log in and follow everything from top to bottom. But other than that, I wouldn't say nothing much. A facilitator does not need to be an academic, because we do all the job. We do all the boring bits and pieces of teaching and making sure that they follow their assignments and they do what they is supposed to be doing and submitted. But yeah, I would say nothing more than that. And then we provide support from the XCL side in helping with the admissions process once we receive the information from you. And should the students have any queries, you just need to signpost them to us rather than actively having to deal with them, except if it's a technical issues on site. For example, one of your computers does not work. I don't know how we can actually deal with this.
Thank you, Sarah. So what is important is live teaching. So we'll be live students, live teacher from all around the world coming together. And this is a concept that XCL looked into the Harvard system. Is this correct, Sarah? This is
absolutely, yes. We follow the Harvard system. Well, Richard, you know me well enough to know that I'm a huge Harvard fan in that sense. So what we do is we we use some of the preparation classes, for example, to give students the opportunity to discuss what they learn and how they learn. But also we use the digital infrastructure that Harvard University uses, so with our Kaltura software, and that is very important. So the classrooms are actual digital ones, they're virtual ones, not necessarily a real one.
This is very helpful, Sarah. Thank you very, very much. So this is the great part. And what is very important, now you can imagine if you have one center in your home country with 50 students, but you're not finished with one center. If you start this concept, you should open the second center, the third center, the fourth center. I made a business plan. You know, I'm Swiss and I like to look this into the financial part. And I made a business plan, a very interesting business plan with all the details. And I'm ready to send you this business plan to you by email if you are interested. Just write down in the chat system that you are interested, and I will send you the business plan. And you will see how much money you are making every year. You will be surprised. I can tell you that with only 50 students, 1.5, with one intake every 3 months, so September, November, January, and March, you can make in 5-year time £500,000. All the locations went through this and they decided to open because they believe in the project. The important is to believe in the project. And I'm pleased, and I will resend and I will show you this one more time. One school, let's say one agent who decided to do this. And I went personally to visit them in Montreux, in the French part of Switzerland. And I did a video, I did an interview, etc., etc. And I want to show you 30 seconds of the campus. Let me go, where is it now? No, it's not here. So when you're looking for something, you never find it. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it's this one. No. Okay. So let me go here. 1 second, I'm with you. I just need to go on the second page. I think it's this one here. And I went there after we signed up.
Dieses revolutionäre neue Gerät kann bis zu 10-mal mehr Ohrenschmalz entfernen als ein herkömmliches Wattestäbchen.
Okay, skip ads. I will go a little bit forward. I will not show the first part because it's a little bit...
Sort of a funny story. Our director, Michel Bidet, his wife, started the school. And the MIBD comes from his initials, Michel Bidet.
Oh,
and then the idea was to try to make that work. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And tell me a bit the history of the school. This is a fresh new school here in Montreux.
Yeah.
So I visited the school today and was very impressed. I mean, you have a fantastic classroom, and ladies and gentlemen.
So as you can see, I made the video because I want to show you how should it look like a learning center. So they open from zero. They believe in the project. They went. They opened the learning center, they put some chairs inside, they put some table inside, they hire a secretary, and they are working. Now, in the last 3 months, they got for September around, at the moment, 30, 40 students in pipeline they are working with. So not 50, not 1.5, and it's Switzerland. This is not India. In India, I will expect 200 students, and this is Switzerland, a small country in the middle of Norway.
And I'm sure that when you see all the video today, you will see the beautiful classroom and the location of the school is amazing. By the way, Montreux is a very safe place.
Yeah.
It's a city of students. There are many schools around.
So I don't want to show you the interview because it's not this the concept here. The concept here is to show you a little bit the concept behind,
especially boarding school, high school, language school, hotels.
1 second, I have to close down this video and let me go back to XCL. Now, not XCL, here we go. So this is XCL website. So this is the win-win of opening an XCL Center in your home country. Why a learning center? You can say, but the student can study at home. Yes, you're right. But the parents, they're not ready in their mentality way to have the kids at home and do a foundation program, bachelor or master. They're not ready. Maybe in 10 years time, yes. But today, on 2022, they're not ready to have the kids at home. So this is why it's important to have a learning center. So they can put the kids in the car, drop off in a center, and they do the foundation, the bachelor and the master, and then pick them up in the afternoon. This is how it works, because maybe in 10 years time, there is no problem. But now this is still a big problem for the parents. I asked 3 of my friends, what will happen if your son will study at home and do a bachelor program? All of them tell me, no, that is not possible. I cannot imagine my son study at home. I need that he study in a business school or university. So this is why it came the Learning Center. So this is the question of, do and open an XCL Learning Center offer foundation, bachelor, and master program? What is the advantage? The first advantage is that the cost is minimized because you only pay for the tuition fee and the parents only pay for the tuition fee. Remember, we are in a recession time at the moment with the COVID, with the situation around the world. So we are in a recession time, and parents, especially now, they prefer a little bit to go step by step before to invest so much money. Because if you send the students to XCL in London, it will cost in 2 years' time for a bachelor program £50,000, 1500. But as well, if you send this to University of Winchester, it costs 30,500, or to Sunderland 30,500 or 40,500. So if they study at home, they pay for the bachelor 2,800, for the master 3,500. They don't pay accommodation because they stay at home. They don't pay for the living cost. So if you send the students today to the UK, to give an idea, it will cost about £30,000 per year. Living costs, accommodation, and tuition fee. And you can imagine if the parents have 2 kids, it will be a fortune. So because of that, XCL studied the idea to offer an XCL campus outside the UK, like we have now in Rome, where you can send students for face-to-face. And now as well, we sign up agreement with center, as I mentioned before, and I will repeat this one more time, in Spain, in Switzerland, in Italy, logically, in the Slovak Republic, in Tunisia, in Rwanda, in Nigeria, in Pakistan, and other locations. I know that I cannot remember everyone at the moment. And there are more in pipeline that I'm working with. So if you're interested to open your own center in your home country, just drop me an email. I will put my email down here on the chat system. You can drop me an email and you can let me know if you're interested. So at the school, what the school will offer exactly the course who are inside here. So the course who are here on the website of XCL, because I meant someone indicated me if it's offer doctorate program, etc. No, the course offer are here, are indicated on the website. So I invite every agent to go on the website and have a look. Click on course and you will find the master program on the right side. You will find the bachelor program on the left side. These are the courses who are offered. No other course, no medical, etc. These are the courses. Logical, they already offer a huge number of courses. We have to think that everything is how is the correct word, Sarah? Not hybrid, not online, not distance. How is the correct word?
Oh, well, we would use the term proximity learning rather than anything of that. I know that you like that word, Richard. Yes. That's why you're asking it again. Yes, in the sense that we bring the learning to you rather than you coming to us and having to do all the heavy work. But yeah, in relation of courses available, this is a huge variety for a I would say almost new institution. We have a huge important history with the Niccolò Cusano University, which is our funder, but we are still new in the UK. And all the courses are designed by us, so you won't find the same course anywhere else in the UK or anywhere else in the world. So we try to give our students something completely different. And that is the reason why every single course is tailor-made to what we think is important for them, for the skills that they will need once they have graduated.
Thank you very much. Logically, we have to think always positive, everything we think positive. I just show you University of Cusano, which has about, in total, about 45,000 students here. And this is the campus. I just show you the campus in Switzerland. Maybe the next time I will show you the campus in Tunisia. I will be more than happy to show this in Rwanda as well. And the other one is Slovak Republic. I started with these two campuses. Maybe I can show you a campus, even one more in one beautiful place in Costa Rica, which I love to go to visit. Like I went to Montreux, which was cold, was snowing and windy, but I went there and I make a video. Why I'm saying this? Because I received a message from one of you and mentioned to me, what happened if the agreement between XCL and Chichester will be revoked? Then we have 45,000 students who will not be able to study anymore. We have to close down, etc., etc. So this is the negative part. Every school can close tomorrow, as well University of Chichester can close tomorrow. But I don't think that Unicusano, XCL are interested to close the cooperation with the University of Chichester. But if this will happen, if one university will be closed, I'm in this industry since '88, and I learn always in work with different university, college, and even high school to find a solution. And to find a solution to place the students in other universities. This is part of the world. This is not the first university who will go close it. It's a world we don't know what happened tomorrow. I know what happened today. So I cannot answer these questions, and I hope I will not need to answer this question the next 10 years.
May I, Richard?
Yes, Mauro, please. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is very interesting question, but I would assure to our friends, agents, this is not the case. I mean, we have a long-term project with Chichester. This partnership, this institutional partnership is critical. It's important to us. It's important also to them. But I understand the question, and technically what happened in case of in case of the agreement, it should be revoked. Nothing will happen to the student. There will be it will be draft students protection plan that will assure the students to complete their programs at the University of Chichester itself, not necessarily at another institution. It's up to the students to decide. But of course, there is also the student protection plan is already being prepared, and so the completion of the program by the student will be covered in terms of money. So there is nothing that can. Sorry about returning in my.
Thank you very much, Mauro. Thank you very much to tell.
I don't know if it is clear.
No, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear. It's just the matter that we have to think positive. We have to.
Yes, of course. This is not the case, but in case of failure,
yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Now, what I want to say in addition of that one, how you have to start if you want to open an XCL Center, just send me an email. I put my email down on the chat system, and it's very simple. Then we will organize a Zoom meeting, and we will discuss, and we will see where is the location, etc., etc. And then I will explain you more and more detail. You don't have to pay anything in advance. There is no franchising, nothing. This is important for you to know. We are working in a very transparent way. Then we have a question, and now we start to getting some questions. So you put your question down on the chat system. When the students get his degree from XCL, can he apply for work permit in the UK? Thank you. Your student cannot apply for a work permit in the UK, but not even in Italy, not even in Switzerland, not even in Finland, and not even in Brazil, nowhere in the world, because there's nothing to do with asking a work permission. So if the student decides the final year to go to the UK and do the final year bachelor in the UK, then he will receive the student visa. He will need to pay £50,000, 15000, and he will receive the 2-year post-study work visa, like all the students who will go in the UK. But it's not because he's doing a bachelor or a master program outside the UK, that because he finished, he will receive a visa for a work permission. This is impossible. What is the payment calendar for the tuition fee? We have 2 ways of cooperation here. One way of cooperation is the students pay directly to XCL. So when he apply, when he fill out the application form, so apply now, so the agents need to apply the students in clicking the button apply now, he will receive an offer letter, he will need to sign the offer letter, and he will need, this is only for XCL Center, to not confuse with XCL at Unicusano Rome. There are 2 different systems. So if we're talking about XCL Center, at the moment is that the students will need to register, the agents or the learning center will need to register the students, receive the offer letter, sign, receive an invoice of £500 deposit, pay the deposit, and then after we receive the second invoice to be paid by the 30th of June, and the third invoice to be paid by the 25th of August. So the payment should be done before the course is starting in September. This is in case the campus, the learning center abroad, decide that the students will pay directly. In case the center will collect the money, so then the center will need to pay the total amount by September. When the intake starts in September, he has time till the end of September to pay the total amount, and he can deduct his commission of 20%. This is in refer of the XCL Center. In case of sending a student to Europe to XCL at the University of Unicusano, then in this case is a bit different procedure. He needs to apply here as well. Again, you need to register your students. You receive an offer letter. You need to sign. That the student needs to sign, send back. You receive an invoice of €100. The student needs to pay the €100. You receive a confirmation letter. Then with the confirmation letter, you apply for the visa. And when you get the visa, after you get the visa, the okay for the visa, you need to pay the balance in 2 parts. One part by the 30th of June, and the second part before the course starting. That means by the 25th of August. Very, very simple, nothing complicated. So there is a way, a very systematic way for students going to Europe in Rome at Unicusano campus, and a way for XCL Center in refer of payment. Let me see here. We have more question coming in. How much will be the tuition fee for our local students studying in our local center? So as I mentioned before, I think there's a new agent who just joined us at the moment. The fee for local center is $2,500 for the bachelor, 2,800 for the bachelor and 3,500 for the master. And this is only possible for center who will enroll a minimum of 50 students for September intake. Very, very important for you to know that the official price list for distance learning is available on the website. I will put a link on the web of the website on the chat system, so you can have a look here. Let me go here on the chat system. Is for the foundation 4,000 and for the bachelor 6,000. Now I'm only foundation bachelor. I can show you the master in the second stage, but that means that if the students will go inside on the website, they will see, they will realize, ah, wow, at my XCL Center in my home country, the cost is much less, which is 2,800 for the bachelor and 3,500 for the master. And this is the question. Then we have other questions coming in at the moment. Let me see here. Thank you to put in the link. What is it for a learning center? Okay, yes, as I mentioned before, I will share the business plan for the one who are interested to open an XCL Center. So they will have an overview and to understand how much money they can make in having an XCL Center, which is very, very interesting. I repeat myself all the time. I made a calculation with one center, with 50 students only, 1.5, and with 4 intake per year, so we have 60 students per year. In 5 years' time, you can make £500,000. Very simple. Then we have another question from Pakistan, and I will re-explain this as well. Is necessary for students to have IELTS for admission in local learning center? Sarah, can you please reply on this? Hi,
yes.
Is it necessary for students or to have IELTS for the admission in local learning center?
Yes, but we said not necessarily IELTS. It could be an equivalent to IELTS. So it could be a TOEFL, it could be a Cambridge assessment, it could be anything else. We have a very specific list of English tests that we accept, and we can share this with you should you have any queries, but it needs to be the same level. So let's say, for example, for entry in the undergraduate program, we are looking at a 6.0. We would look at an equivalent 6.0 IELTS at TOEFL level. Just to be sure, Duolingo is not accepted because it's actually not a proper academic test. However, there are some exemptions. So let's say, for example, that your students come from a country where the high school is being taught in English for 5 years. They have a certificate that they have studied in English, and they also had a result in English language, that it needs to be higher than a C, so something around a B as a grade. They won't need an actual English test. So please, in case that you are wondering for country-specific requirements, reach out to our admissions. I will write down the email to everyone on the chat system so we can guide you towards what we are looking for from your prospective student.
What is very important to understand as well for the XCL Center, every student will be done an interview. So the first interview should be done from your side. We will send you the credibility questionnaire that you have to make to your student. So you have to check if your student is eligible in English, has an academic level, but then it's always an interview from XCL. So as well, if you have 100 students or 45 students, XCL London will do an interview to your student, to every student. They will take about 50 to 20 minutes. It will be done an interview to every single individual student, because we have to remember that every student will receive the degree from the University of Chichester, and XCL degree are validated by the University of Chichester, as indicated in the website here. As I can see you, this is the University of Chichester website, and is included here in the website. As you can see here in the end, Xenophon College London provides undergraduate and postgraduate courses in business and management and psychology delivered in distance learning, hybrid and face-to-face mode, validated by the University of Chichester. So it's very important for you to understand that every student will receive an email from XCL, but as well an email from the University of Chichester when they start. So it's important that every student will follow the entry requirement of XCL. If they go to Rome, Italy, study face-to-face, if they study in their own center, which can be in Rwanda, which can be in Nigeria, which can be in Switzerland, everywhere in the world. Also, we have an issue for now, is about to take English tests such as IELTS, and what you have to solution for Ukrainian students. At the moment, as Sarah mentioned, is they don't need to have the IELTS. We can accept as well the TOEFL, the Cambridge, and other. And for the Ukrainian students, we have a direct line with Sarah, and Sarah will approach all the agents who are in a difficult situation at the moment, which can be in Ukraine, which can be in Yemen, which can be in Afghanistan, which can be in Syria, which can be in other places in the world where is a situation. So Sarah, not only Sarah, I'm talking about Sarah's team, and she will take care about this channel. And it will be great if Yaroslav Savenko will be able to put his email down on the chat system. So after everything is finished, we will contact you directly and we will explain how we will assist you as well if your student doesn't have the IELTS at the moment. XCL is working with everyone around the world. We are not looking into religion, not into politics, not anything. We're doing education. So my way of thinking is I'm working with people from all around the world since many years, since 33 years. And I'm open to discuss with every agent if it's coming from Ukraine, if it's coming from any other country in the world. And we are always working to find a solution that can help everyone. So we are ready to assist you to open an XCL Center. We are ready to assist you to welcome your students to Rome as well. And we have a lot of different opportunity of collaboration with you agents, with XCL. Now, the first step is in which direction you want to go. You want to apply student for XCL Rome at Unicusano, fantastic. You want, in addition, to open your center, excellent. So as you can see, we are here to cooperate with you. We have all your details. And Sarah, if you correct me or not, we will do a follow-up email after this workshop from today.
Yes.
And we will send you all additional information for working with XCL Rome at Unicusano. By the way, I have to show you something which I did not show you, and it's good for the people who remain until now. This is Unicusano. Unicusano has a big history. As you can see, they have a lot of center. And what is a great part of Unicusano, beside the campus, which is just beautiful, that Unicusano is offer everything in Italian. So XCL is offer everything in English. So this is the win-win, because XCL is integrated at Unicusano. And this is the website from Unicusano in English. And it can be interesting for you as well to know that if you have time to go to the website of Unicusano, but all the programs at Unicusano are taught in Italian. So this is why we integrated XCL at Unicusano with English courses. So everything is taught in English for information, whatever is done in Rome, Italy, or abroad in the XCL Center. So I think I explained everything from A to Z. If you want to add something, Mauro, you're more than welcome to add.
Thank you, Richard. Just final consideration, our programs, last but not least, our programs are available to students with special needs. You know, we put accessibility first, and we design our learning contents with that in mind. So please remember that our classes, both face-to-face or distance learning, are always delivered live and recorded, then made available on our learning platform with captions to support ear impairment, with textbooks available in different formats, including audio, or our students can also interact with academic staff and tutors and submit digitally their assignments in a variety of formats, including Braille. I don't think there is nothing else. I don't know if you understood my consideration before, because I had a break in my connection.
No, we understand. We understand everything. Thank you very much.
I would just say that we have a student protection plan in place, and all the students will be, in case of theoretical potential failure, will be put in condition to complete their programs at Chichester itself. Thank you very much for having us today, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you, Mauro. Thank you very much. Sarah, you want to add something?
Oh, I think you've been very, very good as always, very comprehensive. I'm sure that questions will arise, especially after the follow-up email, because there's been lots of information going around today. And if you look at the website, even more stuff will come out. Just so you know, you're not alone. So feel free to reach out either at admissions or our administration, and we will guide you through all the admissions process and what we think is best. And if you have a specific requirement, just let us know. We can see what we can actually do.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you very much. So I just put the website of XCL directly on the link below. Very important. Remember that for entering Italy, it takes about 2-3 months. So register your students in the month of April, May. Register them as soon as possible, because so we can have time to work for the visa. This is very, very important. And as well for the XCL Center, if you decide to go in this direction and open your center, let's go. We are ready to assist you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to join us. Thank you, Yaroslav Savenko. Always nice to have you on board. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Theo. Nice to see you, Theo. How is Theo? Theo, I hope you're well. And I can see you that you are working as usual very, very much. Thank you, Raman. Thank you to Sayed, Richard Wang, which always with us. Malik, always nice to have you on board. Mohammed, Maha, Pervaiz, thank you very much to join us. I want to thank you, Kathy Chow from Taiwan. Nice to see you. Ataul Islam Turza, nice to have you on board. Roshan, Tony Bui, Yamel, Jenny from Tunisia, Reshman, Lamin, Twinkle Sandu, and all the other one, Mr. Chin Lim, thank you to join us today. All the group from Study OSC, Mr. Fiaz Ahmed, who just signed up an agreement in Pakistan to open XCL Center. Thank you very much to be on board. Sayed Badar Munir, thank you very much. The group of Czech Honate, welcome. And Hilal, always nice to see you. I hope everything is well with you in Turkey. Sumon Talukter, I know you joined very late today, but it's always best to join at the end than not to join us. Sayed Badar Munir, thank you very much. All the other agents, Sarah, Mauro, Laura Pecetta, thank you very much to join on board today. We will do a follow-up. We will send you a copy of the recorded workshop held today, which include my speech, my long speech, and all additional details. Take care, good health, very, very important. No stress, and do not hesitate to contact me. Bye-bye, everyone.